Okay, rolling and Hai semuanya, how are you today? Well, sebelumnya perkenalkan, nama saya Mansi. Saya berasal dari India, tapi sekarang saya kuliah di Universitas Wijayakusuma Surabaya. Dan hari ini kita akan membahas tentang gimana cara belajar bahasa Indonesia dengan lancar dalam 1 tahun. Bingung ya? I mean, you're confused, right? I'm sorry for the little intro in Indonesian, but let me repeat it again. Hi, I'm Mansi. I am originally from India, but currently I study at Universitas Wijayakusuma Surabaya. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you more about how you can learn Indonesian fluently and get better at it in just 1 year. Well, just to give you a little context, then I've been in Indonesia for over a year now, and for the past 1 year I took this course called BIPA, which is a Bahasa Indonesia course specially designed for foreigners. And being a KNB scholar, it was mandatory for me to take this course because all my bachelor studies, they are conducted in Indonesian. So if you are a KNB scholar, or if you are planning to apply for KNB, or maybe you are just planning to come to Indonesia, study the language and the culture, then I hope this video is helpful for you, cause I feel like Bahasa Indonesia is quite a very easy language compared to all the other foreign languages that I've tried to study. And I'm really happy that in the past 1 year I have become fluent enough to understand all the classes and people around me, and also being able to communicate quite well with the locals. So within this 1 year I've learned a few things, and I think that these tips that I applied and these things that I did a little extra have helped me reach this level. So I'll share them with you, so just stick to the video and let's get rolling. Well, there's this one thing that I want to share with you guys even before I share all the tips and tricks to learn Bahasa, which is that the BIPA program, it actually operates separately for each university. Is that the government has given a particular syllabus. There's one defined syllabus for the BIPA class, but then it depends on the university how they teach it and for how long they teach it. Let's take example of my university. For us, last year we just used to have 1.5 hour of class every day, and that too just 4 days a week. But compared to other universities, those people used to have 5 hours of class, 6 hours of classes for the whole week, Saturday, Sunday off, obviously. But maybe this is the case in your university as well. Like, it's well and good if your university has long hours of classes, because you'll be quick and fast to learn Bahasa Indonesia. But if you are from a campus like mine, that maybe your time or the amount of classes is not enough for you to become very fluent in Indonesian. The very important thing you can do is self-study, because as for me and Cindy, like in my class last year it was just me and Cindy. So what you can do is self-study. Both of us used to come home, study, sit in the library, study Bahasa Indonesia. We used to not just refer to the BIPA books, but also go on the internet, search for new things, install apps like Duolingo. We used to actually practice a lot on Duolingo because it was quick, it was easy, it was well designed, and even though things are getting repeated again and again, that's just how you memorize it. So take note that self-study is very important. If your classes are long, it's okay, it's well and good, but if they are not, self-study is one of the very important things. And when it comes to self-study, you can refer to online resources, you can refer to online apps and stuff. So I suggest Duolingo is very much enough, or you can just go online and search learning Indonesian and blah blah blah, and you will find any app. So I think only one app and you stick to one particular schedule, it's okay for you to learn. So that's my first tip. And second one is that don't be discouraged if you are falling behind. So let's say in your class there are 5 people. Let's say one is Indian, one person is from another Southeast Asian country, someone is from Thailand, then someone is from Africa, and someone is from a European country. Well, the thing is, Bahasa Indonesia is very similar to us, like the Asian languages. It's like it's a mix of a lot of languages, and for me actually, I find there are quite a lot of similar words which are same as Indian words. And so in this case what happens is, it's a class of 5. Amongst those 5, 3, let's say they are Asian, and the language it quite matches with theirs. So out of these 5, there are these 3 who are quick to learn, but there are these 2 for whom it's taking a lot of time. And let's say you are amongst these 2. So I just want to tell you that don't be discouraged, because there will come a time when after learning for, let's say, 6 months or 8 months, you will be on the same level of these 3. Because I've experienced it, it has happened. And in my class it so happened, like for me it was a bit easy to learn, and as for Cindy it was a little difficult. But then it's like there came a time when mine and Cindy's language, we were both on the same level. So just to let you know that if this is your case, don't be discouraged, because it's just that for me it was easier, for her it was difficult. For her, like African languages, Shona, it's very different from what our languages and what we are studying. So maybe the case is same for you. So in case this is happening, do not be discouraged. There will come a time when you will be good at Indonesian, so don't worry, okay? And then very important is that work in a team, not as competitors. I usually notice that when it comes to Bahasa Indonesia, I think it's just a human nature, might say, when it comes to a lot of people in a class, and when you are studying something, it becomes like a competition. And I would just want to tell you guys that don't don't compete with each other, just work together, because this is just a language, guys. You are not fighting for a award or something. You won't be getting rewarded with a trophy or something just because your Bahasa Indonesia is good. You all are working towards one goal, which is to pursue your degree, which is coming next year, and it's going to be in Bahasa Indonesia. And you have to help each other out to become good at it, because your major is your focus, not Bahasa Indonesia. Do you get it? So don't fight each other, be good and help each other out, okay? I have to mention this because I've seen what happens. Now, I don't know if you have already noticed this or not. Maybe if you have already started learning Bahasa, then maybe you must have noticed this one thing, which is that the language in the textbooks is very different from the language people actually speak. So this actually is a very common challenge that everyone faces here. And if you are not engaging with the locals, it's going to be very difficult for you guys, especially if your classes are going to be conducted in Indonesian, because the lecturer is not going to talk the way it's written in the books, because the way it's written in the books is very formal. Like let me take this example. If you want to say I don't want it, in the textbooks it's like tidak mau, but if you go to a local place and you are just chatting with locals, and then just somebody, ya nggak mau, your ga means tidak. So the language differs, and that's why it's like I feel so thankful that in my campus it was just me and Cindy who were actually foreigners, and so we never had this group of foreign friends with whom we would just usually hang out with. We would just often stay with, like there was no particular group, like we did not have any other option than engaging with the locals. It's like it was just me and Cindy, so we used to be bored after class, 1.5 hour of class in the morning, then free for the whole day. So what we did, what was, we just used to go to campus, used to go sit in the canteen, then just people used to come, we used to talk to them, chat with them, sit chit chat. And then given that Indonesians, they are not that good in English, so we had to speak to them in Indonesian no matter what. And because of our interactions, me and Cindy, we started learning the actual local language, and that's what made us fluent in Indonesian. That's the only thing that helped us, because given the examples of the new students that have came right now, for them, me and Cindy are there, we are the foreign friends, foreign seniors they have, so they just refuse from engaging with the locals. And we've told them so many times, like, guys, you need to mingle with the local students, because the language we speak is different, the language they speak is different, but they are still trying. So in case, if this is your case, I would advise you to please make local friends, please hang out with Indonesians, so that you know how they speak in a daily basis. Because if you are going to speak the textbook language, it's okay for a while, but then after a while it will be like, what are you trying to say, man? So don't do that. Also, is there anything else I want to add? Also, I have this one more important point to add, which is related to the academic language. Like, maybe you have this question in your mind, like, Mansi, is the academic language same like the BIPA language that we learn, given that the textbook language and the local language is very different? Now, well, textbook language, the BIPA textbook language, the local language are two different things, and the academic language is a whole different thing. Because pick any language, it's gonna be much advanced and the vocabulary is going to be vast. Because as for the BIPA course, it is specially for conversational language, a bit spice of culture and stuff. But given that I am a computer major, most of the terms, they are English, so for me it's quite easy. But let's take example of a friend whose major is psychology or sociology. The vocabulary is, so I don't know how they manage. But maybe if this is your case, if you are this kind of major, I don't know what word it's called. If you are like majoring in sociology or some subject which has a vast vocabulary and which is not English, so what you can do is do your research, like if they allow you to take exams in English or no. And if not, then during your BIPA, you have to hit the libraries, pick up a book from your major, start reading, start learning, and that's just how you are going to learn. So I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. And also, yeah, no matter what your university allows you, no matter your exams are in English or not, for us and for all the KNB students, it's a rule that your final year thesis, it's supposed to be in Indonesian. For us, I am allowed to write my exams in English, but the thesis, I'm not allowed to write it in English. It's only Indonesian, because this was told to us by the KNB Dikti, who came here for monitoring and evaluation. They said, like, Mansi, you have to write your thesis in Indonesian no matter what. So I'm just letting you know that even if you are escaping from Indonesian, there will come a point when you have to actually work on it. So don't run away from it, take it slow, but make sure you learn it. Don't skip it, because I think learning Indonesian, it's not just about, finishing this course, it's just for the scholarship. After the scholarship is gone, I would need it. No, it's like you are adding one more skill to your CV, one more skill to your resume. And learning a new language, being fluent in a new language, is a plus point in itself. So take it seriously, take it the fun way as well, but maintain the balance so that it's both beneficial and helpful to you. So that is it for the video. I hope it was informative, and in case you have any questions, then just let me know in the comments and stuff. One more tip, like, listen to podcasts, listen to music, try translating the lyrics and stuff, even though the lyrics are way too poetic, my teacher said. But yeah, listen to Indonesian music, listen to Indonesian podcast. Just turn on vlogs with subtitles, without subtitles, no matter how, like, take it your way, but make sure you hear the language quite often. And that is it. Thank you so much. Bye bye. I've talked a lot, now I'm tired. Bye.